It's incredibly important for me to let other women know that there can be a real newfound confidence and a joy when you reach midlife.
The colours in the garden and plants, that whole sensory experience, I find it really important to me. My daughter, I can take her to a garden show and she is not moved by it at all.
I think the first thing I noticed was just losing this clarity of thought in my head.
She was just like, yeah, it looks nice.
And for someone who's on the radio, who is trying to speak to people, to communicate, that was quite scary, it was quite alarming.
But if she's in the kitchen, she gets really excited by it, and I'm like that in the garden.
To suddenly not be able to find a word, for it just to disappear out of my grasp, was very, very unsettling. All my emotions were very raw and very close to the surface, and I was extraordinarily prone to crying. I mean, I'm a professional crier at the best of times, but I mean, it went into overdrive. Because what you're going through is so subtle, but also so debilitating that you do feel very unnerved. You grow up striving to work out who you are all your life, and then you get to a point where I think you feel quite comfortable, and then all of a sudden it's like the floor's taken away from under you and you're going, whoa, what's happened? I don't know quite, who am I, what's going on? I think I got to a point where I just thought I had to get a grip and I had to sort this out for myself. It was very much me doing my research, looking into my hormones, and also for my state of mind. I just had to do a lot of hard thinking about who I was, what I wanted for the future, and what changes I needed to make. Things that have really helped me, that my go-tos to make me feel better, getting outside in the garden. I can't dance, I can't sing, I can't do anything like that, but in the garden with the colours and the plants that you put in there, it's my one way that I can be creative. But it's really hard work. I'm quite a physical person, so I enjoy the physical aspect of getting out there and doing loads of weeding. I mean, there's nothing better than weeding if you're feeling really, really pissed off. So I got more into being outside, and then the garden just gave me great comfort and relief. I really like signing up to things and taking on new challenges because I don't want my life to be boring. This is a time where you can grow, you're unleashed on the world. It's an exciting time. One of the best things that I've done, I think, over the last 10 years, probably, or 8 years, is a triathlon. Obviously, initially, I was like, no way, I can't run to save my life. But I was persuaded to do it. I did it with my daughter, India. And I just love the whole process. Just crossing the finishing line, holding her hand, both of us crying our eyes out. It was just the best feeling in the world. There is definitely a sporting challenge for anybody out there. Even if you think you can't do anything at all, there is a way to do it. And the truth is, I really struggle to run. I really hate running, but I know it makes me feel better, so I do it. I think cold water is a really important thing if you are going through the menopause. I might not have had hot flushes, but I certainly had hot head sometimes. Water is the one thing that I could not live without. For me, swimming is the ultimate. If my head is not in a good state, all I need to do is get to a body of water, get to a river, get to a lake, and submerge myself under the water. And as soon as I break the surface and come out, my head is clear. It's almost like a baptism, you just emerge and you actually feel better. I think the perception has been that this is the time of your life when you slow down, you don't do so much, and that is something that I'm not interested in at all. This is a time when you can feel liberated, you can feel re-energized. Now the conversation is happening, it's just a fact of life, and there is no shame attached to it whatsoever. It's important for me to tell my story. I want people to just feel reassured, and my one thing with my kids is that I don't want them to dread it. One day you will get to the other side and you will feel like you're just entering a new lease of life. There is a lot of fun still to be had, and I'm proof of that, I'm living proof of that.